Before you pack up and move to Delaware, there are a few things that I hear over and over again from my 55 plus clients, things that they wish they would have known before moving to Delaware. So let's go over those things and make sure that you do not have the same regrets. Hello everyone, I'm Jen, your Delaware Realtor. I work with a lot of 55 plus clients. So there are some things that I hear over and over again that they kind of regret that they didn't know beforehand. So let's go over those 5 things. The first one being the community guidelines, restrictions, and the HOA fees. Now, with every 55 plus community, you will have an HOA fee, but it's very important to realize what that HOA fee actually entails. Does it cover your lawn maintenance? Does it cover common ground? Does it cover security? How many pets can I have? Are there pet restrictions? Is there breed restrictions? Can my family come and visit? I actually have a couple grandkids that are below 18. Can they come stay with me for the summer? All of these questions should be asked before going under contract. It is very important to ask those questions about the community that you are looking at so that you don't make mistakes and regret them later. I have a lot of clients that have grandkids that are under 18 and they want to know if their grandkids can come stay with them for the summer. Now, some communities, they will allow 2 weeks, a month. Sometimes the community does not allow anyone under the age of 18 to come stay at all. If you have pets, and let me just be honest, it seems like everyone in Delaware has a dog. So if you have a dog, do not worry. It seems like everyone else does too. But maybe you have a breed that a lot of times is restricted in some of these communities. It's very important to ask those questions before going under contract. And if you have a dog, I will 100% be able to get all of the HOA restrictions and the community restrictions before we go under contract. Number 2 is healthcare access. I always make sure that my 55 plus clients know where the major hospitals are and or the urgent cares, walk-ins, any of the specialists before we go under contract. Because in an emergency, especially if you do not have family that lives around here, it's very important to know how quickly you can get to a hospital. Now, with the specialist, if you tell me there is a certain specialist that you're looking for, I will 100% look for that specialist before we go under contract. But in my PDF, which is actually it's a free guide for all of the communities in Delaware, whether you're looking in Newcastle County, Kent County, or even Sussex County, I have a chart that breaks down the access to healthcare, how long it's going to take you to get to a major hospital. I also have HOA, what it includes, what the HOA fee is, and the amenities of the community. That is a free guide that is available down in the description. Like I said, it is very important to know where the major hospitals are. When I moved, honestly, even if you're not 55 plus, when I moved, I was very curious. Okay, so if in a case of emergency, if I need to get to a walk-in, anything like that, how close am I? I live in Clayton, and there is actually multiple walk-ins and emergency rooms, like satellite locations, very close to my house, which is, I've actually had to use that a couple times. So I'm very glad that I knew that. And especially if you do not have family around, like I do not have family that lives like immediately right next to us, it was really nice to just be able to drive to the emergency room. Number 3 is Delaware's tax laws. Now, I know that Delaware has very friendly taxes, whether it be property taxes or your pension tax. But what some don't realize is that you do have school taxes that are included with your property taxes. And what a lot of 55 plus clients are looking for is some kind of discount on your school taxes. Just know that you do have to live in the state for at least 3 years and be over the age of 65 in order to qualify for the discount on your school taxes. So even though you do not have children in the district, unfortunately, your taxes still include school taxes. Another thing that a lot of 55 plus clients do not realize is there is a document fee I call it tax, really. When you transfer your vehicles from the state that you are living in into Delaware. So you will go and you will get your license and your registration done at the same time, which is normally within 30 to 60 days of moving to the state. And what I always tell people is that if you have a brand new vehicle, or if you're thinking about getting a brand new vehicle, I would wait until you get to Delaware to purchase that vehicle. I don't care if you have a broken down beater that you literally need to push across the state line. You are going to thank me later. And the reason is because when you switch your vehicle from any other state to Delaware, you will have what's called a document fee. It is 4.25% of the Kelley Blue Book value of your vehicle. So if you have a brand new vehicle, it's going to cost you a little bit more. And I made a video about this, but I made it a couple of years ago. So I'm just going to bring it up again. I had when I first moved to Delaware, I had a very eye-opening experience at the Delaware DMV because I did not know about this 4.25% tax document fee. And I got my license. I walked up to the counter for my registration and they put $999 on the paper. And I thought they meant like $10 and no, they meant like $1,000. I was shocked to see that number because I had a Kia. Like, I didn't think it wasn't that nice, but I had a brand new Kia and they were like, yeah, so it's going to be $1,000 to switch over, which had I known that, I would have realized that fee was going to happen, and I probably would have waited getting a new vehicle until after I moved to Delaware. So just keep in mind, you will have other fees when you register your vehicle in Delaware. Number 4 is the social adjustment curve. And what I mean by that is when you move to a 55 plus community, it does not really mean just like instant friendship. It's just like anywhere else that you move that you don't really know anyone. It will be a social curve. So you will need to get involved if you're looking to make friends. A lot of times what happens is that people pick a community and they don't really know a lot about the community. So if you are looking for one that is amenities rich or has a lot of social clubs or has a lifestyle director, you're going to want to look at those communities to purchase in, as opposed to some of the other communities that really just offer lawn maintenance and your home, essentially. There across the board, there are many different communities in Delaware. So whether you're looking for an amenities rich community, you're looking for a lifestyle director, you're looking for a lot of social clubs, or maybe you just want your lawn maintenance taken care of. But it's just important to know before you buy in those communities what your typical day looks like and what your social interaction looks like for the community. Number 5 is the proximity to family and your grandkids. I see this very often, that people underestimate how close they want to be to family and their grandkids. I've had quite a few clients that have decided to move south and their families are in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. And then they move to the south, whether it be Florida or South Carolina, and within a year and a half, I get a phone call. Hey, Jen, I didn't realize just how little I was going to see my family. I haven't seen my grandkids in over a year, and I'm looking to make the move back to Delaware. This is something that happens more than I would like to admit for people. And I often talk to them before they make the move to South Carolina or Florida, because that seems to be the two that most people are looking to move to. And they become super depressed because they don't see their grandkids very often and they don't see their family very often. And what I'm seeing a pattern here is how do I say this? I would make sure that you're not assuming that your family is going to come visit you. Delaware seems to be the retirement state because of this reason, as well as the property taxes. So if you are someone that is very close to your family, I do think that talking about this before you make the move south may be the best idea, because I don't want you to make a mistake selling your home in Delaware or selling your home in Pennsylvania or selling your home in New Jersey or New York, moving south, and then about a year later deciding that you want to move to Delaware because you miss your family. just know that a lot of times your family will say, oh, I'm going to come visit you. And then they don't end up coming to visit you. So very important. If you are someone that is very involved with your family, it may make sense to look at Delaware before considering the South. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, there are 5 different things that I see a lot of 55 plus clients they regret not knowing some of this information. So making sure that you know the community inside and out, you know the HOA rules, you know the pet restrictions, you know that the visitation in a 55 plus community. You also know the lifestyle of that 55 plus community, whether it be that you want an amenities rich, you want a lifestyle director, you want to be involved in every social club that is available, or maybe you want to start your own social club. Also, making sure that you know about the taxes, whether it be the school tax and how, even though you don't have children in that school system, you will still need to pay for the school tax. And also that 4.25% of the Kelley Blue Book value of your vehicle when you switch over your registration, as well as wanting to be closer to your family if you are a family-oriented type of person. I really hope that this video helps because, like I said, I see time and time again that 55 plus clients didn't know these things and they regret their decisions. And if you are interested, I do have a full guide on every 55 plus community in Delaware, whether it be Newcastle County, Kent County, or Sussex County. And it breaks down everything you would need to know, whether you want to know the HOA fees, you want to know what the HOA includes, the community includes, what type of homes are in the community, and the proximity to medical, because I know that is a very important aspect of life for my 55 plus clients. Once again, I really hope that this video helped. If it did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Hey, if you are thinking about retiring to Delaware, you should definitely check out this video right here. And if you would love to tour Delaware 55 plus communities with me, check out this playlist right here. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel.